Thank you. And hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. We are ready for semifinal number 2. ACA has already punched their ticket. They will wait for the winner of this. It against the number 1 seed, Chef Patriots of Baton Rouge. And they will do battle tonight against the Hornets of Good Samaritan Fellowship. Again, I am Doug Gann, 446 Sports, excited to bring you ACEL Championship Baseball this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Already has softball going on just down the way. And we'll keep you ready in this one, keep you enjoying the night. Again, you see the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down there on the bottom left. We'll be able to keep up with it. Here, getting loose on the hill for Chef of Baton Rouge is number 2, Will Town. Will Town, the senior lefty, will go to work here. And again, don't forget, we will name our 446 Sports Tournament MVP. They'll have all the awards and all of that after Game 2 tomorrow, after the championship game. Got the consolation game, and you have the championship, and we'll have our MVP for you coming in after that. Leading off for the Hornets of Good Samaritan is going to be number 16, Brett Boudreau. Lane Bound will bat second. Carter Benagia third. Cooper Benagia will be behind the dish and bat fourth. Logan Heron will bat fifth. Dawson Turpin sixth. Brady Von Felt seventh. Brendan Watanabe is eighth. And Ashton Pedraza will bat ninth. Behind the dish and coming out of there, you see catcher Yancey Steady. We are ready to get things going here from Pineville, Louisiana. Again, Brett Boudreau will lead things off here. First pitch at 7:36, and we're underway. We'll keep up with the score in the inning for you. We won't have all of the others going on there unless we're able to keep up there. That one misses up and away. And Will Town trying to get himself just acclimated and settled in. Unable to do it on the first batter, and that is Brett Boudreau, who will draw a walk to start things off. You see him now on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Down to first base, Lane Bound. Lane Bound will stand in, ready to go. Saw a lot of aggressiveness out of ACA in that first game today. Getting a good little lead there. Ball misses high, and we're going to have our first stolen base attempt. And in time for the out. Good work behind the dish, and we saw that on that throwdown earlier when they were warming up. Yancey Steady did a good job in there, and Brett Boudreau is retired. Give him a caught stealing on there, and that will erase the runner and put an out on the board as we play in the top of the first. Over to first and in time. 2 up, 2 down. Of course on, but the out, by the way. So the two have been retired. Boudreau did reach via the walk. That'll bring up number 7, Carter Benagia. Benagia hits for Good Samaritan. Swung through that one and missed. Again, welcome back to our Chef of Baton Rouge fans. It seems like we call a championship game for them or two throughout the season. Swung on and missed. That'll retire the side. Benagia down on strikes in the first. 3 up, 3 down due to the caught stealing, and that'll bring up Luke Babin, Jake Estes, and Hollier Pierre Lee when we come back. Back we go. Wind continues to blow on this Friday night. Due up for Chef of Baton Rouge. We told you Luke Babin, Jake Estes, Hollier Pierre Lee bats third. Bo Steady bats fourth. Yancey Steady behind the dish, who had that caught stealing, will bat fifth. Matthew Steele bats sixth. On the night he plays second base. Aaron Taylor will bat seventh. Jesse Taylor bats eighth. And Caleb Whitehead will round things out and bat ninth. Will Town, we told you, you saw him on the hill. On the mound is Kason Daigle. He is the freshman for the Hornets. He's charged with shutting down this hard-charging Chef of Baton Rouge team that comes in as the top seed. The number 5 seed in this is Good Samaritan. The Hornets and those uniforms that they have are black with the gold pinstripes. Very good-looking uniforms out there, reminiscent of that Hornet. So they did a good job of getting the uniform, and that one's going to get away right in front of us. We saw them early in the ball game, as they were early before we got things started, and warming up and really remember those uniforms. That's good. Like I said, anytime they've got the pinstripes on them, we certainly like those. But, yeah, that gold and black Hornet-looking jersey, and that's we're ready to go. Bottom of the first, we play. Luke Babin will lead off. He wears number 21 and hits first for this Chef of Baton Rouge team. Game 2 is underway. In the bottom of the first we go. Daigle rocks back and fires another one in there, and that one misses low. Two balls, no strikes to the Patriots' leadoff hitter. That one in there for the strikes. Finds his rhythm does Kason Daigle. Caysondaigle. Kason Daigle, the freshman for Good Samaritan. Those a good-looking curveball in there for strike 2. Balls, 2 strikes to Babin. The Daigle delivering another curveball, and it's a nifty one, and down on strikes goes Luke Babin. Why you throw Daigle in there against this team? He just throws that off-speed stuff, trying to catch Chef of Baton Rouge off balance just a little bit. Right fielder number 1, Jake Estes, will stand in. Estes, the senior. That one in there for a strike also. One out. We play bottom of the second. Patriots and Hornets to go to see who will play ACA tomorrow. Another good-looking strike in there, and that's quickly 0-2. I'm going to spoil myself if I keep hitting the strikes and balls on there, too. Swung on and driven out to shortstop. Play's going to be over at first, but not in time as that ball is bobbled around, and that is a base hit. One out here. Estes reaches on the error, and that will bring shortstop number 10, Hollier Pierre Lee, to the plate. See how aggressive this Chef team is. We've seen most of the teams get out and run in this one. We've seen a lot of aggressive base running. Wouldn't surprise us. See it here. That one misses ball one. One down in this one. That was the strikeout to Luke Babin to lead things off. Estes reaches on the error to shortstop, and then Hollier Pierre Lee is standing in ready to go here. Again, a throw over to Babin as they are very concerned about him, and it seems like Daigle just tries to control things there from the mound and lull you to sleep with the slow mechanics, the slow delivery and all. Works a lot to first base, and he tries to keep that hitter off balance that way. Ground ball is up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. That'll get Babin to second base. And a good base hit, game's first, is there. The lineup so we have the lineup a little bit off, it looked like. That's Yancey Steady that is there at first, we believe. Playing around here at second base, and the ball gets into the outfield, but not going anywhere. That looks to be Pierre Lee that is on second base. So they made some adjustments on the lineup from what it was originally called out. In fact, it is Pierre Lee that is there. And so we'll have to work our way through. Lineup swung on and missed there. Big hack at it. Again, you see him make them keep a foot in the batter's box. No score, bottom of the first, but Chef is threatening here. Again, Daigle he's thrown 3 times over to first to try to get Pierre Lee, and now he's thrown 3 times over to second to try to get him. Good-looking curveball is in there for the strike. And that is 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. Going on in another strikeout for Daigle. It's sent steady back to the dugout. And now Jake Estes will stand in there to hit. A little bit of a change in the lineup from what it was announced in the PA, and that's how we had it. That's going to chase a couple of runners over to second and third. So now I've got your eye. Yancey Steady is there at second base, and you all knew that at home. It's just me that didn't, so you got to bear with me in this. When the lineup was given to us, different from what it was. Somewhere Chuck is fussing at me because I think I deleted his scoreboard over there. Now that I think about it, I really believe I did. There's a curveball and a base hit over to first, and in time to retire the side. So a good piece of pitching, couple of base hits there, but Case and Daigle able to pitch around that, and that will do it here. We'll be back, top of the second, when we come back. Will Town back out for his second inning of work. Left-hander stands in, ready to go. Curveball misses up high. Tried to get in. Well, we've seen a lot of those curveballs. Says that was a strike. And we've looks like both of these lineups are a little bit off on there. So we'll keep you up with the score. The hitters have moved around just a bit on us. But we are scoreless in the top of the second. That one misses up and away from Town. Wind starting to really blow here. It blew a lot in that first game and now has picked back up. That went in there for a strike. Get a good look at the outfield and the defense for this Chef team. That went in there. Oh, looked pretty good. Matter of fact, thought it was. So I'm looking at the uniforms here of Chef of Baton Rouge. Usually they've got a little more red, white, and blue. Looks a lot like that walk-ons color combination for what they have. Walk-on's a proud sponsor of what we do. just getting game number 2 underway down the hill. Town rocks back and delivers this one, swung on and missed, and that is the strikeout. One down. Top of the second, scoreless in this one. You see it in the corner in our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Good Samaritan's going to have to pull the upset in this one. They come in as the 5 seed. Chef of Baton Rouge up and around that 1 seed. They're there a lot in a lot of sports. Not sure what the discussion is about or what we're pointing to over here. And not sure what. He's pointing over to his own crowd. We'll follow in. We don't have our officials mic'd up. That's going to come maybe next season or the next or the next. They don't like us. They don't like us micing them up. They really don't like us having a camera on them. But that's all I can say. But all 3 officials have come in, and now they're discussing, not certain what it is. But Coach from Good Samaritan was pointing over at his own area over there, not sure what could have been talking about. Well, whatever it is, they're going to tell us about it. One down here, top of the second. Congratulations to the Buckeye Panthers. Lady Panthers softball team is going back for their 3rd straight shot at a state championship. They are back-to-back defending champions in Division II Select, and they just won their game 3-0 tonight. And so looking forward to Coach Justin Keys and that group of Lady Panthers as they return to the championship game. Right here, we've got Good Samaritan and Chef of Baton Rouge. Called a strike on the outside corner. One down, top of the second. That one swung through, and quickly 0-2. So the PA announcer's down doing softball, but didn't have one up here. Same guy does all of the work. Great job on the national anthem. Sings it. We heard him sing it before all of the basketball games, and sang it before both of the softball games tonight. Town rocks back, delivers the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that is the second out of the inning. Impressed with the work that Town is doing. To say the least, we are. Another good-looking pitch in there for a strike. Daniel Willtown is just the lefty's rocking back and delivering what he wants to. That one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Town rocks back, delivers the 1-2 offering. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Second base rolling around, not going to be in time. Had to knock it down, but unable to do so. And went over there, tried to tag the Good Samaritan runner, but instead he had bananaed, peeled off of there. So two out error. Gets a runner on for Good Samaritan. Babin was reached to lead things off. And they're going to go over and talk a little bit about it and say, hey, we think that perhaps he peeled off and turned back into the field. And you see what he's indicating. And the official right away is saying he turned away, looking for some help and not going to get it. He says, I saw him turn in, and that's my decision. Be definitive about it. That's what any coach wants to see. Well, they're going into extra. They are in the 10th inning in Select Division I softball. Pineville, John Curtis, they play at 7-7 in the top of the 10th. Madeline Hall with another home run tonight. Hit a bomb. That put Pineville up early in that one. But it was a 2-run 7th inning that tied it up 7-7. There's a town delivery. Still 2 out here. Runner is at first for Good Samaritan. Swung on there, and Town has been able to come back and get the strikeout when he's needed it. It's 2 balls and 1 strike here. Early on in this one, we're just in the top of the second. No score. Down evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes there. Looking to add his 3rd punch out of the night. Airball misses inside, evens things there. Fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up and makes the play in left field, and that will retire the side. Getting ready for the bottom half of the second inning. Check that throw out. Bounces in ever right on target. We'll see what the Patriots are able to do here in the bottom of the second. Quiet one thus far. Case and Daigle able to wriggle out of that one. There you see the young righty. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second for the Patriots of Chef of Baton Rouge. Daigle misses that one upstairs and in. Daigle takes his time on the hill. That's 3 balls, no strikes. Bounces that, and that's a leadoff walk. And the Patriots have the leadoff runner on board. Good-looking pitch in there, and that's that curveball that we saw out of Kaysen back in the first inning. It's pretty effective. Quick throw back over to first, not in time. Night has completely immersed Pineville High School's campus. A good curveball, but it misses inside. It's got a lot of break and a lot of movement. We saw that back in the first inning. Again, back over to first. And look, Kaysen Daigle, the human rain delay, he takes a lot of time between deliveries to the plate, but that is exactly what he wants to do. That's his pitching style, and we saw that in the first inning when he gets runners on, and that's exactly what he's going to continue doing, it looks like. Fastball is in there, unable to find the strike zone with it, and in danger of walking another runner is Daigle. Heading back in is Daigle. He takes a good long glance over at first base and a good throw back over there. Pitches at his own pace. That's what the book will tell you about Kaysen Daigle, and we've seen it here. Runner at first for the Patriots. Nobody out. That one misses off the plate also. 2 balls and 2 strikes is what they have on the board here. So don't go by the count down there. You can keep up with the score. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second. That ground ball is fielded there. Little flip. Saw Good Samaritan work on this pregame, and that's a double play. That is what the Hornets needed. Boy, you get that, and that'll certainly make your pitcher happy. There he is, Casey Daigle, saying, "Hey, way to go, guys." Good job of turning that up the middle. We saw this combination work on it pregame a lot. You don't see teams work infield as much as Good Samaritan did tonight. Paid dividends there with the double play. First one that we've seen tonight. That erases the base runner, puts up a couple of outs on the board. And those of you screaming at home, fix the scoreboard. I know, I'm very slow with that. One thing you can count on is the inning and the score. That one fouled back out of play. Catcher gives chase to that. Good-looking double play up the middle. Score that 6-4-3. Daigle getting the kind of game that he wants. He lulls you to sleep and throws that nasty Uncle Charlie at you. Doesn't bite on that one, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Three balls. See, I told you, don't rely on me telling you either. Just know that when we get them down there, we'll get them down there. But those that have been around ACEL for a while know that I'm good for 2 or 3 errors a game. But able to sit back and watch a little baseball here. Doesn't cost you anything. And throw over to first, not in time. And look, this is where Casey Daigle seems to excel. He gets the runner close, keeps runner close, but he gets that batter just, I don't know when he's coming home. It's a good curveball. Throw it at the bat. That's a foul ball, and strike one. So it was great having the director of athletics up here, Sandra Merrow, come up and visit with us. She did, and wished my wife and I a happy anniversary, and so thank you for that. It's not today, but it is normally on state championship weekend. So if you go back through the years, it has been a number. It's actually April 30th is what it is. That one misses away. It is April 30th that the anniversary is. So I do catch grief a lot of times for calling baseball and softball on the weekends, but 19 years it'll be if we can make it to the 30th. Bless my heart, bless her heart. That one is driven, and that is going to send the runner. They're going to keep waving. That'll be the first run of the ball game, and just a big-time double right there. RBI double down the line, and that's the game's first run, 1-0. Chef has the lead. Double was just roped down the line. Chef, first one on the board tonight. First run up on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Curveball misses. But diving back in that time. It wasn't a play that was on there, but had to get in. But a good piece of two-out hitting by Bo Steady. Steady delivers that RBI double. Another shot. And Steady's looking to round the bases, and they're going to send him. We're going to have a play at the plate. In time for the out, and that was just a good job out in right field. Rain starting to fall just a little bit here. I'll leave that camera set up right there for you as Chef of Baton Rouge goes in there. Chef of Baton Rouge is counterparts down there in Baton Rouge. John Curtis with a 2-run walk-off home run in Sulphur to beat the Lady Rebels of Pineville. John Curtis will move to the championship game tomorrow. Pineville ends its season, but what a season it was. Move some of our equipment as the raindrops are starting to fall. So if you see us duck out of here, it is, and the signal drop, it will simply be because that rain has taken over where we're at. Swung on and missed and down on strikes. A strikeout for Town. 1-0 Roach throwing that ball around. Little check swing number over to first. Going to go foul. For the third, we play. Only a couple of drops as whatever that was has moved over on us. Are going to take an opportunity to put a little bit of the equipment up just to be on the safe side. When lifted foul and out of play. Over there, if you're familiar with Pineville High School and where it's been, the volleyball is played in that building there. The basketball was played in there. We came to you live for volleyball from there. That's the girls' gym. The boys' gym is, well, that's the boys' gym. The girls' gym is back that way, but there was some volleyball that was played in that building. Once we get it focused, there it is. You see it. A lot of foul balls end up on top of that roof. Lefty rocks back, delivers this one. And it's going to chase into the outfield. All up and bounces away. Good piece of hitting on there, but young man there did everything he could to get to it. Tremendous, tremendous effort by the Patriots left fielder. Laying your head on that one, young man. He went after that. It was Aaron Taylor. Aaron Taylor who went and got that one. Nearly got it. It bounced away from him. When it got past it, but you got to love the effort going after it, trying to make that play. Good Samaritan with the opportunity to tie things up. Little ball coming up to second base. Not going to be in time, I don't believe. Run it up. The runner does get over to third base, and wow, that was good play over here at first base. That does get your good Samaritan runner over to third base. But two are retired here in the bottom of the top of the third. Runners at third base. Jeff leads this over Good Samaritan 1-0. We play in the third. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Big thanks out to Wallace Eye Associates. That one fouled off. And boy, look, I'm going to tell you, that's one of the worst feelings there is to foul that one off of the instep. That's why you see so many players that put that brace down there on the inside of their front foot. You catch one or two off of the instep, and that'll make for a very difficult evening. Town delivers this one, misses down low. Wind blowing dead out to center field. You saw that earlier when we did the national anthem. The flags still fly. Swung on and missed, and that's going to retire the side. So Town does a good job of pitching out of a little bit of damage the error, and that's why I got to believe that you go after it when you get the opportunity. We go to the bottom of the third when we come back. We're back getting ready for the bottom half of the third. Freshman Cason Daigle still on the hill for the Hornets, and why not? He's just allowed the one run. That was back in the second. Get a look at the second baseman there. That is second baseman is Brett Boudreaux. Ready to go to work. Are the Patriots in the top half, or the correction, the bottom half of the third? Cason Daigle has been pretty solid in this one. He's out for his third inning of work. That curveball bounces in there in the front of the plate, ball one. Good fastball swung through there. Ollier Pierre Lee, your batter. Got them confused early on. We can't see where the batter is, and so if you're saying, well, it's right there on your screen, but we don't have that screen, so that's why we butchered it some in the first inning. Daigle rocks back, throws that good, nasty curveball in there for the strike. Daigle bounces that one in there. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one fouled back. That one, bobbled at shortstop, and that's going to allow Pierre Lee to reach on an error. E6 will score that one. Again, Cason Daigle goes over to first just about as much as he goes to the plate. Jeff put across one in the bottom of the second. See what they're able to do. They come as the 1 seed here. The 2 seeds already punched their ticket. There's a good-looking curveball. Misses inside. Catcher held on to it there for a little while, but not going to get the call. A little bit better move to first. Same result, though, not in time. But certainly keeping Pierre Lee honest on this. Pierre Lee, the last name. It's not 2 names. It's Pierre Lee. Pierrelee. Like to buy a vowel. This is outside. So we've seen Cason Daigle go over to first base a lot. He can throw that ground ball out. Got helped with a double play that probably kept it just at the 1 run. Back in the second. That one hammered, but over to left. Ball is caught, and that's going to chase Pierre Lee back to first base. So here's the problem: is you get into that. You see the young man made that play, but he gets back here, and we get behind the fence. So good job out in left field. Out, still a runner at first base. Of a check swing strike. They're in game 2 down at the bottom of the hill also in this one. You've had both your semifinal softball games tonight. Winner of this game will play ACA tomorrow in the second game. Loser of this one will play ACS in the consolation game. That's the early game, and I believe it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. 1-1 strike. Daigle has not went to first base yet in this batter. Runner is off and going here. Bounces around, not in time. Good piece of running by Pierre Lee. Very calculated stolen base attempt there. And Pierre Lee will continue, or correction, Daigle will continue to work the runner even at second base. Delivery to the plate misses outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Daigle starting to look into the dugout following the pitches. That concerns you a little when your pitcher starts doing that. Bounces low. That one in the dirt, and that's going to chase Pierre Lee down to third and down to first on with the base on balls. Goes number 27, and that is Jesse Taylor. So Taylor on at first. Expect him to be working his way to third, but you've got runners now at first and third with just 1 out. Daigle was able to throw him a ground ball double play and avoid some bigger damage, but it is 1-0. Chef of Baton Rouge here, bottom of the third. They're looking to pile on a few. Squeeze is on, but it goes foul. Third baseman was charging, but Pierre Lee really didn't go anywhere from third. Don't know if he didn't have that on or what. Easily making his way into second base was Taylor with no throw. So runners at second and third. 0-2 the count on the batter. Curveball would help him here. You see it, and it drops right there in the bucket for the strikeout. Good looking pitch. Well, a curveball has just been solid. And there are now 2 down. Kason Daigle trying to wriggle out of another jam. He was in one back in the second. Allowed the 1 run, but got out of it. Chef trying to get a base hit that would plate a couple of runs here. Taylor is the runner at second base. Pierre Lee at third. 1-0. Chef leads at bottom third. Eagle bounces this one out of the zone for the ball. Good job behind there because, look, a pass ball can be a run. We saw one earlier in the first game. Good bit of room. You've got to know, and you've got to be reading it correctly. That one as well misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 offering is in there for strike one. Or correction, 3-0. Looking at a pretty good hitter's count right here. 3 balls and 1 strike. If you're Daigle, you don't want to put him on. You don't want to give in to him. Throws that curveball, and it stays inside, and that's going to load him up. Jake Estes, who has found his way down to first base. To be number 12, Caleb Whitehead, that stands in there. Smashes this one down the line. 1 run is going to score. Going to be a play at the plate. That one is safe as well. 2 runs are in. Runners end up at second and third, and Caleb Whitehead is pumped up about that one, and he's got his Patriots staked out to a 3-0 lead now. Good piece of 2-out hitting. Back to the top of the lineup. Runners at second and third. You see it on your Wallace High Associates scoreboard. 3-0 in the bottom of the third. That one down the right field line and foul is going to give chase as the first baseman, settling back in, though. There's at second and third here for the Patriots. Curveball is thrown. It misses for ball one. A lot of pitches thrown tonight by Daigle. He's thrown a lot to the plate. He's also delivered a lot over to the bases. Chasing that one, good off-speed curveball there. Again, runners at second and third for Chef of Baton Rouge. Time is called back there in the back. And Daigle does a good job. We've not seen him go to the bases as much here after the first couple innings. This inning dragging on just a little bit, but just 2 runs come across thus far. If he can get out of this and keep it close, ground ball is to shortstop. Bobbles around. Going to be throwing back to third and not in time, but Good Samaritan just really struggling to field the baseball tonight and showing that's the 4th error tonight by Good Samaritan. Runners at first and third. Runner off and going there, and that ball bounces around. That's going to get another run in for Chef of Baton Rouge. And that is the 4th run of this inning, 5th run overall. That one over to third base, but gets by him. Another run comes in to score. Good piece of hitting there. That is Bo Steady. 5 runs this inning, 6. All of this coming with 2 out, too. So this is tough on Daigle. When he thought he had an opportunity to get out of this one, it's been 5 runs that have put up. Daigle steps off. 6-0, bottom of the 3rd. It was 1-zip coming in here. Bulk of the damage has been done with 2 outs. Daigle was solid through the first 2 2/3, I guess, and then really not finding the strike zone much. Gets it there, but that allows Steady to get down into second base with a stolen base. Number of stolen bases now adding up for this Chef Patriots team. Looking like the number 1 seed, coming in flexing a little muscle here in this 3rd inning. But it's been defense that has been shaky with 2 outs. Swung on and missed there. Defense trying to rally behind Daigle, get him some support. That one lifted out into no man's land. Runner's going to come around and score. And just a bloop base hit there, but it is an RBI. Give that RBI to number 21, Luke Babin. And that is now 6 runs here with 2 outs. And that wasn't really on anybody. That just, he fought that one off and blooped it opposite field over the second baseman in front of the right fielder. Really couldn't do a whole lot about that, but it was a stolen base earlier that got him into scoring position. 7-0, Chef of Baton Rouge starting to open this thing up here in the bottom of the 3rd. I guess starting to open it up really is the key. They've officially opened things up. Daigle goes back to first base. And look, I'm going to tell you, Kason Daigle, the freshman, you're going to hear a lot about him through the years for Good Samaritan. As long as he is throwing on the hill, Good Samaritan's got a chance to win it. He's going to get some pickoffs through the year. He's had a good move over to first, and that lulls those batters to sleep. We haven't seen him go to the plate a lot. That one gets away, and that's just brilliant base running. But that does it. That was the out. See, that shows what I know from out here. That will retire the side, but not before Chef of Baton Rouge picks up 6 runs. They lead it 7-0. We head to the 4th when we come back. Coming out here in the top of the fourth, we go. Will Town out for his fourth inning of work. He has held Good Samaritan off of the board. Bouncing around, not able to get it. Good job of sliding over there and getting to it. Don't know that that he would have been there either. It was good effort, though, by Matthew Steele to get there. But just got to get some base runner do the Hornets, and they lead things off there. Again, I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. So glad that you could join us for another ACEL Championship. Another ground ball over towards second base. That one's going to be in there. And quickly now, runners at first and second base. Here with nobody out in the top of the fourth. A couple of ground balls that have been hit opposite field. So it just seems like this Good Samaritan team going with the pitch. They've seen what Town has had to offer. Ground ball there, opportunity, but bobbled. Everybody's going to be safe, and the bases are loaded, so they didn't have an opportunity to double play. So the only shot was going over to first base. The bases are loaded here with nobody down. And boy, a big opportunity for this Good Samaritan team. They'll come in and visit with Town just a little bit. Up to that young man with nobody down. That is Dawson Turpin. Dawson Turpin stands in there for Good Samaritan with the bases loaded. Oh, what a big spot for Turpin. Misses up high, ball one. Cooled off a good bit out here tonight. I guess it was cool. It was just windy. The wind has died down a little bit. Not a lot, but it has some. It swung on and missed. 1-1 strike to Turpin. Turpin, Von Felt, and Watanabe due up. Swung through that one. Had him chase one there. Will Town did a good job of throwing that outer half. Curveball curved away from Turpin, but got it swinging. One misses up and out of the zone, evens the count up at 2-2 strikes. Right down the middle and down on strikes. Turpin sneaks their correction. Town sneaks that fastball in. I got to believe Turpin was looking curveball. He was sitting curveball, and that fastball in there. When you're sitting curveball, that'll add about 5 or 7 miles per hour to that fastball. What a contrasting style in these two pitchers. Watch how quickly Town gets it, gets back up on the hill, and gets ready. He's going from the windup here with the bases loaded. Ball one strike to Von Felt. We believe it is. That's the number that we've got earlier. That one up high. I thought about the throw down to first, but I don't really believe that was going to happen. Anytime you see that ball coming, you're worrying about it if you're the base runner. That one ground foul. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. testing Will Town here in the top of the fourth. Is he able to come back and shut down, keep that big 7-run cushion? Curveball misses inside, and that'll fill things up. Nowhere to put him if you're Will Town. Bases are full of Hornets. Town rocks back and delivers this one. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes. What a big time pitch there from Will Town. 2 outs for number 2 now. Infield will get back to normal depth. No need to come in on one. They'll play regular depth. Come out and visit just a minute. In talking to Town just a little bit. Pat on the back, says, hey, you're doing well there. Just throw me a ground ball and get out of here. Bases full of Hornets. There you see first, second, and third. And that one is fouled back. Good job hanging on to that from the catcher. 2 down. They'll check that. Don't think he went. Safe the call there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, you need this if you're Good Samaritan, if you want to get back in this game. Hammered foul. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That curveball has been very, very effective for Will Town. He's got the Hornets looking at it a lot, and he's able to sneak that fastball in there. I'd throw that big curveball to him here for your Town. Kind of snubbed that one off, and it's going to be handled over at first base. A good job of coming up and getting that one. And the side is retired. So coming up and fielding that, number 12, Caleb Whitehead, and he gets the side retired. We move to the bottom of the fourth. 7-0. When we come back. Jeff of Baton Rouge cruising in this one. They put up 6 in the last off Daigle. He trots back out there for his 4th inning of work. Again, delighted that you could join us back in Pineville, wherever you're at. If you went back and watched this one and you were out here and you saw how I butchered the game early on, then I appreciate you sticking around and watching all of it. That one over to third, but not going to be able to hang on to it, and that is a base hit again, and Chef just continues to hit the ball, and that's going to get the runner all the way over, and what a great job of paying attention. It's a single and second and third on the air. That's Yancey steady. Yancey, the catcher. But just a great job of seeing that ball that was overthrown that came in. So 2 errors on that play. And Chef continuing to put some runs on the board. As they've got a runner in scoring position, that one there for strike one. Runner at third base. Nobody down. Trying to put some, not continuing necessarily. This is inside, 1 ball and a strike. Again, big shout out to all of you that have tuned in here, wherever you're at. That one is lifted over to third. The catch is made, and that's good work at third base. That young man making a play at third base. Lane Bound. Lane Bound coming up and snagging that one. It would have been a sure run. Swung on and missed there. If you are Chef of Baton Rouge, and I got to believe it's 10-run rule after 5, you're not trying to pour on and add some runs, but you're trying to get to that, save some pitching, and get into that championship game. That's going to plunk the batter on the knee, and he'll get down to first base. Not showing any ill wills, any signs of anything happening to him there. That's number 7, Aaron Taylor. So runners at first and third now. So if you go out here and you're able to put across 3 or 4 runs, you come out and shut them out, you move on to the championship game. So don't think if there's any stolen bases that they're trying to do anything, and that is the steal heading down to second base. You're trying to get to that 10-run portion of it, try to get an extra run or 2. And stave off any type of a run and end this thing in 5 if you can. If you're Chef, that's the plan. You're doing it because you want to save pitching. You only want to go the 5 innings on there. Anything can happen. You go those extra innings. Good curveball is in there for the strike. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Runner at second and third following that stolen base. You see it on your Wallace High Associates scoreboard. Still some action needing to get done. It's just 7-0. Laying that one down. That's a good bunt. Play is there at home. Kind of a delayed squeeze, if you will. Does get the run across, but the out is recorded. Races the base runner. Gets the runner over to third. And now it is 8-0 here with 2 down. This is where Good Samaritan allowed the runs last time. Chef did their damage with 2 outs, scored 6. 6 of their runs in the second inning with 2 outs. Boy, getting that third and final out is so tough. That one misses away ball 1. Wind starting to blow again. You hear it over the microphone. Seen any home runs tonight? Thought we would have seen a couple. That one in there for the strike, evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Thought we might have seen some with the wind blowing out as dramatically as it was. That one chased back foul and 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here with an opportunity to get out of it is Kason Daigle once again. Lone runner on the bases at third base. Swung on and missed there. Down on strikes. Play is going to have to be made down at first base, and it is for the out, and that will retire the side. So no matter what, Chef's going to have to come up and bat in the 5th, but Good Samaritan, an opportunity to come out and get a hold of something. We go to the top of the 5th. When we come back, it's Chef 8, Good Samaritan 0 on 446 Sports. Back we go, top of the 5th. Good Samaritan's going to need to keep some things going here. That one in there for the strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right up the middle, play is made over to first and in time. Good work there. Once again, opportunity for the shortstop and over in time. Continuing to play solidly is Hollier Pierre Lee at shortstop, giving Will Town the kind of defense there that he needs. That one stands in and hits the batter. Lefty's had himself a pretty good game today, has Willtown. He is shutting out this Good Samaritan team. Chef of Baton Rouge, again, we said flexing a little muscle here in this one. They lead at 8-0 in the top of the 5th. Trying to punch their ticket against the 2-seed ACA in this one. So that'd be a good battle coming up tomorrow. If things hold true here, it'd be ACS and Good Samaritan for that consolation game that goes off at 9 o'clock. Swung through that one and missed. Playing the 4th inning down at the bottom of the hill. Word of God Academy Force. Woga leading that one. There's a ground ball over to third. Bobbled around there. Not going to be able to make a play. Continuing to get after the baseball is that Good Samaritan team. That is lane bound with the base hit. He ends up at first base. Infield single. I don't think they would have got him anyway. Curveball in there for strike one. Good job by the home plate umpire. Very vocal, and that's what we like that. So you know what the call is. Evens things up at 1-1 strike. Wind again starting to die down just a little bit. Here at Pineville High School, Lady Rebels season came to an end down in Sulphur. Two balls and a strike. A little bit of business going on now here for Good Samaritan in the top of the 5th. Again, want to put a couple of runs together. That one is lifted over to the shortstop, and Pierre Lee is going to handle all 3 of them. 2 ground balls and that fly ball, and all 3 outs recorded by Hollier Pierre Lee. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Now you get into that dangerous territory if you are Good Samaritan. Jeff of Baton Rouge has an opportunity in this one if they can put a couple of runs on the board to walk it off. And look, they are looking to do that. You know they are. Again, we talked about it last inning, and it's nothing other than just simply trying to save that pitching. You don't let anything happen because you saw a couple of runners get on base there. Anything can happen. You go out there, and if Town doesn't have to come back out again, he's pitched himself a good game. If he does, there. But they're going to have to do it. Case and Daigle has went the entire way for this Good Samaritan team. And short of that big second inning where they put up 6 runs, did Chef of Baton Rouge, it's not been that out of whack in this one. Forget to go check out the concession stand while you're here. There you see it. It's underneath the press box where we are not. We are out in center field, as you see. Or I guess left center is kind of where we're at. Well, right center is where we are. Get it backwards when we sit out here, and that's 30 years around baseball, but still, well, I guess I get a lot backwards. Those of you that have followed the program for the last several years that we've been a part of ACEL Athletics, you know that I'm good for a Dougism throughout the evening. One misses away. Just wonder about the rest of the pitching. Good looking curveball there in the first strike. We've seen Casey just get stronger and stronger. Once he got out of that second inning, there was a lot of trouble. And the defense has let him down a little bit tonight. That one is going to be a base hit up the middle, and that will lead things off. And that gets by the center fielder, but not going anywhere. Right now, you're trying to get your base runners on as best you can. You don't mind going out and stealing a run, trying to manufacture a couple of runs here as best you can. That one misses outside. We certainly know that Daigle will make a move over to first base. We've seen that from the first inning on. We play in the bottom of the fifth. You see that on your Wallace High Associates scoreboard. Off and running now. Dead to rights out at second base. Boy, that's a good throw out there. Good shot. Catch, way to go. Quite frankly, it wasn't really close. So that'll race that and get the first out. Fouled out of play. You got to start over. You got one down here. Good work. And so if you are Good Samaritan, you're just playing to survive to the next inning and survive to the next inning. You've got to get the use of your next 6 outs. You're not guaranteed another at-bat here unless you hold this Chef team down. And look, again, you take those 6 runs out of the second, and this thing's a 2-0 ball game. Maybe you can't take all of them out, take one, but it's still in reach, and we're not even discussing an opportunity at a mercy rule. Thought about it, kind of checked his swing, but it's 3 balls and a strike. I like the aggressive base running. Well, let's see. Got the catcher. Back to that young man's had him a pretty good game. Thrown out a couple of runners and getting a good hand from Case and Daigle. Three balls and a strike, nobody on. Good Samaritan team I'm very impressed with tonight. The way they have kept after it. Case and Daigle, the young freshman, expect a lot from him through the years. That one lifted high. Camping under it is the center fielder. He's made his way all the way over towards right field, but a good piece of getting to it. And 2 down, and look quickly how things turn. Had a base runner on. He gets thrown out to pop up. Now you got 2 outs and nobody on. This is exactly the type of inning that you needed out of your freshman right-hander. That one punched over to right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Hard to get that one, kind of inside out of that one. That's just a good piece of hitting right there. Misses away. Couple of quick outs now, base hitting two balls to the chef of Baton Rouge batter. Ball misses inside, goes up 3-0 now. That one misses away, ball 4. Going to get the runner to second, but he was going there anyway. Thought about a big turn at it and unable to make it. 4-pitch walk. And runners are at first and second. Curveball inside, nearly hit by a pitch, but misses inside. Look, these Good Samaritan players are wanting to hang on and get out of this inning, get this final out. Boy, that final out is so tough sometimes. Misses away, and Daigle looks like he's tiring a little bit over the last couple of batters. Caught stealing looming large here. Another one down, and that is 7 straight out of the zone for Daigle, and he is in danger of loading the bases up, and that would put the potential walk-off run at second base. Watch for the 3-0 fastball coming here. 8-0, Chef leads it. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Swung on and missed. Green lighted 3-0. Wow. Throwing 7 straight out of the zone, and he's hacking. Daigle comes set. Delivers that curveball out of the zone, and that will load him up. And I know, look, the young man's wanting to hit the ball. I absolutely know that he is. That may spell the end of it for the freshman. They're going to go to the righty out of the pen. Let's see if we can get a look at. Yep. Good job by the freshman. That is going to bring number 64 into the game, and we'll see what the young right-hander has as you'll watch him get his warm-up pitches in. Good Samaritan number 64 is Andrew Earnhardt. Andrew Earnhardt, another one of those freshmen, and this is the team that is just a number of younger players. So you've got Carter Benagia is one of the seniors. McLean Fant, Logan Heron are a couple of seniors, and Brendan Watanabe, but Watanabe the only one in the starting lineup. So this is a very young team for Coach Drew Kirk. You know that they're going to be around. Both of his pitchers that have thrown tonight are freshmen. All 3 runners that are on base are the responsibility of Case and Daigle, but it is the responsibility of Andrew Earnhardt to go out and get a ground ball here, get a strikeout, a pop-up, some sort of an out, and let your defense come in, let your offense come in there and hit one more time. Winning run on at second base. See Earnhardt getting loose. You get a good look at the freshman right-hander. Flipping off that mound, trying to get adjusted to it just a little bit. We'll go back to a great effort. That's 6 runs in the second inning with 2 outs. The Patriots, it was the defense that just let them down a little bit in there. Otherwise, this thing is not out of reach. But they pounced on it, did Chef of Baton Rouge. Showing why they're the 1 seed, and they're trying to walk it off here. A base hit will end it. First pitch from Earnhardt misses away, and there's a runner that's going to come in. No play at the plate. That is the 9th run to come across. Well, last year that wouldn't have happened. Out of Grace Christian is where that game was played, and that backstop much more shallow than that. So you've got runners now at second and third. Stolen base definitely, the caught stealing definitely looming large. Throws another one of those in. Got to believe this thing's going to be over with. 9-0. We play bottom of the 5th. 2 down in this one. Runners at second and third. Curveball bounces around. There's going to be play at the plate, and that will do it. That is the 10th run. And Chef is going to win this one 10-0. Couple of wild pitches. Balls get to the backstop, and Earnhardt just throws the ball down. That is 10-0 ball game. Chef of Baton Rouge, the Patriots will head to play for another championship. Those guys seem to put a team in a championship tournament in one sport or another every time we're out here. Great work by Good Samaritan. It was just too much of Chef of Baton Rouge tonight. And that will wrap things up. Guys, it has been my pleasure. Don't forget, go to 446sports.com, click on the Stream Station tab, and that'll take you to our YouTube channel, or you can go to YouTube and just look for 446 Sports, and you'll see the 9 and 11 o'clock games tomorrow. We'll be here for both of those. It has been a pleasure calling your semifinal action. My buddy Tom Boucher will take you through Championship Saturday. It's been a lot of fun. Chef of Baton Rouge wins this one 10-0. God bless you all, and good night.